Today on the Rush Duel block, we have two announcements being Structure Deck Triumphant Return of the Monarchs and also Zera and Grace Princess Ritual. Ritual and support. So, before I get into this, I just want to say that I do have channel memberships. They're $1 each. And if you want to join it to help support the channel for better quality videos, it would be much appreciated. But let's get into the Structure Deck Triumph Return of the Monarchs first. Now, this is a structure deck that the Rush Duel is going to be getting on September 20th, 2025, and this is going to be a deck based off of Monarchs and centered around the extremely popular Kaius the Shadow Monarch. And not only this, it will include brand new Rush Duel original Monarchs, but existing Monarchs related cards and highly popular generic cards will be reprinted as well. Also, 1 of 7 of the new cards in this product will be at random in a higher rarity foil, and there's one card that comes in over Rush Rare, which I'm going to think is going to be Kaius the Shadow Monarch. Now, Kaius is definitely going to be a very scary card, because normally things that banish get put to the bottom of the deck instead. But overall, definitely very excited to see what they're going to do for Monarch, because they just got support in Duelist Advance, and I cannot wait to see what Rush Duel will do for them. This is definitely cross-promotion for sure. Next up, let's talk about the Rush Duel brand new pack, and it is going to be very interesting. Zera the Mant and Grace Princess gets brand new support in this set, and as we can see, here's the over Rush Rare version of Zera the Mant, and honestly, I really love the artwork on it, and I definitely think that this is going to be one of a very interesting deck that there's going to be. And here's the regular Zera the Mant. It is a level 8 Dark Fiend Ritual monster, 2800 attack and 2300 defense. And now we go on to Zera the Wicked Fiend. It is a dark level 8 ritual effect monster with 2800 attack and 2300 defense. This is retrained to Zera the Mant, being Zera the Wicked Fiend. Its requirement is during your main phase, this card was ritual summoned. If there's a normal monster with 1600 attack in your graveyard, the effect is you could choose one fiend monster in your graveyard except a effect monster and special summon it to your field. So overall, this is a really, really good card, and it can reborn quite a bit from the graveyard. And honestly, I'm all but fine with that. And there's the text update for that. But honestly, this is very fine. This summons out a lot of things like the Transic monsters. Oh, the Transam monsters, because you have Linek being a 1600 attack monster. And honestly, I could see something like a Transam Zera deck being played, but we'll have to see on that, unless if they just go with the generic Fiend deck. But we also have Warrior Zera being the 1600, but realistically, I could see a lot of cool things coming out of this, because it's just based around 1600 attack normal monsters. And from what I get at, Zera the Wicked Fiend can summon back Zera the Mant, because it is not an effect monster. But I'm not too sure on the ruling for the ritual monsters yet, but I probably think if it's properly summoned, you could summon it back. That's what I get at. Now we have Wanderer of Zera. It's a level 8 Earth Warrior effect monster with 2300 attack and 1600 defense. And you contribute summon this card in attack position by tributing one normal monster with an original attack of 1600. That's really good. So the requirements are none, and then you can choose one Zera ritual in your graveyard and set it to your spell and trap card zone. This is good for recovery, especially that we have Zera Ritual and Zera Advent, which is treated as Zera Ritual in the graveyard. But overall, definitely good for that. Now, Zera's Ritual is exactly like the OCG TCG one, being Ritual Summon Zera the Mant by sending monsters from your hand and or on your field to the graveyard whose combined level total is 8 or more as a material, and you cannot use more monsters than necessary as a material. So you can't go like, oh, I have an 8 and a 1 and I want to tribute them both. You can only tribute the 8. So realistically, it's just Zera Ritual, and there's not much more to say on that. Next up, we have Zera Advent, the other Zera Ritual while it's in the graveyard. The requirements are none, but you can ritual summon Zera the Mant or Zera the Wicked by sending monsters from your field to the graveyard whose combined level total equals 8 or more, and you cannot use more monsters than necessary as material. So this is just another way to get out Zera the Mant or Zera the Wicked, depending on which one you need. But honestly, I really like this because it ties both of them together. And along with that, you could just go activate this, tributing Zera the Mant that you just summoned to the field by a ritual summon to summon out Zera the Wicked Fiend. And then we have Jagged Claw Attack. It is a normal spell card, and if there is a face-up Zera the Mant on your field, choose one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So honestly, it's just a choose one, destroy one. Overall, definitely very happy about that. Then we have Wicked Flare or Wicked Fire Blast as Zera. It's a normal trap card, and if there's a face-up Zera the Mant on your field, when your opponent normals or special summons a monster, choose one card on your opponent's field and destroy it. Then you could inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. This is really good, and also I'm going to highlight this to tell them real quick that there's a little spelling error. And that's honestly fine. But this is a really good card, being able to destroy one card your opponent controls, then inflict 1,000 damage. That 1,000 could definitely matter in the long run, as you're dealing with 2,800 attack bodies. Now let's get into the brand new Grace support. We have Ever Grace Princess Mai, and she is a level 9 light aqua ritual effect monster, 2,700 attack and 1,400 defense. Now during your main phase, this card was special summon. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's effects until the end of your next opponent's turn. Then, if Grace Princess Kana is in your graveyard, you can choose one monster on your opponent's field and destroy it, but if you do, this card cannot attack directly this turn. This is a really good card, being able to protect itself from your opponent's effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then if you have Kana in the graveyard, which is the original Grace Princess from the whole entire series, this one right here, which is also reprinted in the set, it gets an extra effect, being able just to choose a monster on your opponent's field to destroy it. And I really do like that on this ritual monster. Then we have Ever Grace Princess Marie. She is again another level 9 light aqua effect monster with 2,500 attack and 1,400 defense. And during your main phase that this card was special summoned, send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. This card gains 700 attack until the end of this turn, and if Grace Princess Kana is in your graveyard, then this card can attack monsters twice this turn. This is another good ritual monster. I really like how they're doing ritual monsters because it's making them impactful enough to summon, unlike how the current ritual mechanic is in Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite that this is also in Rush Duel a extra deck mechanic. I definitely like this, that it doesn't cause you to add bricks into your main deck when you have the resource to use in the extra deck. Overall, I definitely think that a lot of this ritual stuff for Rush Duel is very nice, and I cannot wait to see how they expand upon it in the future. Next up, we have the level 7 light aqua normal monster, Grace Princess Mai. This is the littler version compared to Ever Grace, and this you can use Mai plus Kana to make her, and you can also use Marie and Grace to make her. So it makes a lot of sense of what they're doing. She is the eldest great princess sister. She adores Kana, and honestly, 2,500 attack, 1,400 defense on a level 7 is absolutely fine. I think that is the attack boundary that we're up to right now in Rush Duel. That's the maximum attack that they want to go for the level 7s, but things will change in the future. And here's a reprint to Kana, and honestly, she's just a level 2 with 1,400 attack, or 1,400 defense, I mean, and she just helps bridge into the ritual monsters more, because she's the missing levels. Then we have Grace Princess Marie, being a light level 7 aqua effect monster, 2,000 attack and 1,400 defense. You could reveal one light aqua normal monster with 1400 defense in your hand or in your hand to the opponent to special summon this card from your hand to your field face up. So it's kind of like Sword Soul of Long Long, I would say, or more like, no, Regenesis Archfiend, where you reveal a monster with 25 attack, 2500 attack or defense, and just summon this out. And then the requirement is send one card from your hand to the graveyard. This card gains 600 attack until the end of this turn. Then you could choose one Grace Princess Kana or Grace Hakama fitting ceremony in your graveyard and add it to your hand. This is really good because you can activate the effect, reveal the Kana, special summon this card, then use the effect send the Kana to add back your fitting ceremony. If you already used it, so you can use it once again because it is your ritual spell for the deck. And honestly, definitely applaud them for that. And even if you already have the fitting ceremony in hand, you could just grab a Grace back to your hand. So realistically, very strong, because you could also reveal another copy of itself and a copy of Marie here. And I think, yeah, you could also do the ritual monsters too. No, you can't. Extra deck. But next we have Grace Hakama Fitting Ceremony. It's your ritual spell card, and it ritual summons an Evergrace Princess Mai or Marie by sending monsters from your hand or on your field to the graveyard whose combined levels total 8 or more as material. You cannot use more monsters than necessary, and you cannot use effect monsters in the hand as a material for this effect, which is completely fine because Great Princess Marie will most of the time be on the field. And honestly, you're going to have Kana in your hand most of the time along with Mai. So that makes a lot of sense to me because it just limits what your deck could do, and you can mesh it with other normal monsters if you need, if they do have the 1400 defense stat. Next up we have Grace Happiness Diary, and it's a normal spell card, and if there are 3 or more light aqua monsters in your graveyard, the effect is excavate the top 3 cards of your deck and reveal them. Choose one light aqua monster or one ritual spell card among them and add it to the hand, and place the remaining cards on the bottom of the deck in any order. So this is a potted duality for light aqua monsters, and this is a really powerful card. I could definitely see it getting hit in the future, because right now there's other light aqua cards on the Forbidden Limited list for Rush Duel. I think Mazeful Charity is a light aqua card, but I don't quote me on that. But I believe it is because I was just talking to a friend about it, and honestly, it's in the set as a reprint, so yes, it is going to be good support for this. And overall, the Grace Princess cards are really good. I actually kind of want to test around with the cards now, even with Zera the Mant and all that. Definitely going to be interesting to see what Rush Duel players do. And finally, we're going to be taking a look at Strato Hammer Maliner. It is a level 5 light thunder effect monster with 1500 attack and 500 defense. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without a tribute. Okay, that's a good trade-off. Send either one card on your field or the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard for the requirement to choose one monster on the field and increase its level by 4 until the end of this turn. So it makes it up to a level 9. So realistically, this definitely that's generic support for the Evergrace cards, and even for just rituals in general, because you could make this card a level 9, and you can activate your Zera ritual, Zera event, or even your fitting ceremony to tribute this away to get a free ritual monster. I could definitely see this being used in the future for some decks because of the send top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. And honestly, I definitely think that this is going to be one of the better cards that we see coming out of this set, as just a generic staple for some future decks. Now, we do have other things like Brickthrow Nyan Nyan, Passion of Fate, and also Mazeful Charity in this set. So there's quite a bit to go off of for that. But overall, the new Grace support and the new Zera cards are very strong, and I cannot wait to see if Konami does any cross promotion with Zera in the TCG, OCG. But overall, looking at the new Rush stuff, I definitely really like this. And I definitely think that this is going to be a big changer into the Rush Duel format, because having stuff like this will definitely get people turning their heads and looking at it. But overall, I'm very happy reading these Rush cards and finally getting into Rush Duel a little bit more. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. If you guys did enjoy this news coverage for Rush Duels, hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more Rush Duels content, please subscribe and hit that bell to get notified whenever I upload. But anyways, I've been BoltSpider. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.